British DJs, an American voiceover. It's the Holly and Josh Show.
Waiting for a cadence. Waiting for a cadence.
We were, after that whole song, we were just we'll wait for a bit where it stops nicely, where we can just fade it or cut it, and that never happened.
It never happened. It's pop punk. It's constantly trying to hype you up all the time.
It's always going somewhere.
Never gonna resolve. Gonna keep it going in perfect cadence. Hi, Harley.
Hello, Josh. How are you?
Oh, hi, Harley.
Oh, hi, Harley.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Josh.
How was Centre Parks?
It was incredible. It was well good.
Let's just quickly take a thing. Sorry, everybody. We weren't here last week.
Yes.
We weren't here last week. We had things in place so that we could. It just basically was out of our control, and we couldn't be here. So we'll try and make it up to you this week.
Yeah, we'll be twice as good.
Stuff. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so how was your big Manfest in Centre Parks?
My big Manfest. It wasn't all guys.
It wasn't all guys?
No, we took Lucy with us.
Poor woman. Right, she's a puppet.
Oh yeah,
it's a puppet.
It was really good. So it was myself, Raina Vandale, Nate Davenport, previously of Flickr fame, now plays with Guts and Miss Vincent.
Cool.
And Jack Carter, previously of Flickr.
Nice.
And now plays with Lower Lower, who we've mentioned
we've
before.
On the show, yeah.
Because
we've been on tour with
going on tour. Yeah, starts next month
with
Jamie Lenman
from
Reuben. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah.
So Manfest.
Yeah. Also.
Did you go for a jacuzzi? Did you have a hot spa?
We had our own sauna.
Did you have a rub down?
I must also say we were there with Nathan Wade and Will Coulthard, who Raina works with non-musically, but are both very good
company.
Good company, and they've got good taste in music as well. There was never any.
Never something. Can you play some more Spice Girls, please?
Well, there's lots of Spice Girls, but that was on my request.
Manfest. Manfest request.
That most of the week, we just chilled out, played silly games. We also
spin the bottle.
Yeah. We also
just to say, I'm not judging you if you did that. I mean,
no.
I would.
There was a point where we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Nice.
And
huge manatees.
You know when it gets to about 6 a.m. and you're drunk, and they decided no longer to play Cards Against Humanity, but to pick random cards and have a serious discussion on the subject matter.
Just pick it up. It's just like a horrible arc of... I'm not going to say it. No, Cards Against Humanity is not something for the radio.
And
Cards Against Huge Manatees are good for the radio, though.
Oh, very good for the radio. We haven't got any recordings yet. So maybe that'll be our job for February.
There we go.
I also set the guys a task. I was the Taskmaster. I'm a big fan of the TV show.
As in the Marvel... I was thinking of the Marvel character.
As a Marvel character?
Yeah, he looks like the Grim Reaper pretty much, but with a shield and sword.
And says... Collect skates.
Yeah, he's basically like host Crystal Maze.
I actually brought some of the...
you brought some skate, as in
I brought some skate. Yeah,
in your pocket.
The guys, I cut up these letters.
Sat.
Well, there should be a K and an E, but they couldn't find them.
It just looks like sat.
And the idea was they had to collect skate, like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game.
Of course, no, I've only just got that. Okay,
so I hid them around the room, around the villa.
Skated around.
And they spent ages. It was driving them mental trying to find them.
Good.
So that was fun.
Good.
They also had tasks to...
Are there any musical tasks?
There was some musical tasks, but because we had a lefty, the idea was to play a song on guitar upside down.
Oh, God.
But Raina would have had to do it on a right-handed guitar. Yeah. We would have had to do it on a left-handed guitar, but Raina forgot to take his. And there were two non-musicians. So
it makes you feel like a complete beginner doing that stuff, doesn't it?
Yep.
You're like... I think we were doing this the Rock Project last Thursday. It was Tom and Dan and I, Tom McCarthy, Dan Dolman and I.
Oh yeah, because Dan was on it.
Yeah, and we were trying to play Gav's bass.
Yeah.
Gav Gundy's bass, and we were just like, I just feel like an absolute idiot. And it's kind of good to do that when you're around students, because you'll play something and you'll get back into the mindset of like, oh my God, this is what it must be like for my students right now. You know, just to feel infuriated and just to feel completely powerless.
Hands don't go where they want to when you're used to using them in that way.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, even just right now, me thinking of a G chord with my right hand, I'm going, no. And that's like one of the first things I ever learned on guitar.
Yeah.
Daft.
So, speaking of music, there wasn't really that much musical happenings whilst we were away, but have you heard of Alton Wahlberg?
No, I have not.
This is a guy who I've seen on Facebook loads. He does lots of videos on Facebook, playing songs, chatting with other musicians around the area. All sponsored posts, so I assumed that he was some London-based guy. Turns out he is a Suffolk fella.
Yeah.
And he was playing at the... take your coat. You cold?
Yes, mate. I'm a little bit chilly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he was playing in the main the hall area one night, and went and sat and watched that. It was quite enjoyable.
Right.
And he has a residency there and plays, I think, every week. And
great.
It was really interesting.
Is it play some originals? Is it mostly covers?
It's mostly covers.
Yeah.
He has a whole thing.
It's a troubadour kind of same thing as you get on the ferry boats. There's good work for that. That's what the FDS does a lot. Well, they'll have a band in one room of the ship, and in another bar, which they'll have like a tavern or something like this, they'll have a troubadour, which he'll just be a guy by himself taking requests and talking to the audience and just sort of making everybody feel like, don't worry, we're not going to sink. Okay.
This one is My Heart Will Go On.
Yes. Now for some Celine Dion. Said nobody ever.
I was chatting with a friend of mine who actually is a magician there.
Right. Where?
At Centre Parks.
Oh, right, okay.
We all know Noah
I
Evans.
Just there because I was like, man, he's good because I can't see him.
Yes, yeah, he's right next to us. No, Noah Evans.
Little
guitarist, young guy, absolutely incredible.
Well done on getting like millions of views. Yeah,
and that was in
and that's in West End music.
In West End music. So
nice. Anyway, so yeah, he was there, was he?
Yeah. Well, Noah wasn't.
Right.
But his mum's partner is the magician.
I met him.
Yes, a lovely guy, and he was doing a show, and Rain is a big fan of magic, and so he sort of did a sort of little private show in the bar Thursday evening for Rainer, and they discussed some tricks and different sleight hands and stuff, and it was really cool just to watch it done. And Rainer was really good because he kind of knew what was
Whoa! No, I don't believe that. I think Rainer's sitting there the whole time. It's actual magic. This is really happening.
There were quite a few things that got him. He was like, I don't know how he did that, but he said there were things he knew what he was doing, but he said the thing that was magic was how well they were done.
Yeah.
This guy, Ollie, he's
magic.
Very, very well practiced and very good job.
Good.
But he was saying that Alton, he has a whole thing with when he does shows, he says, find me on Facebook, Alton by Music, want to suggest a song, find me and message me or post on my wall and suggest a song. So he gets thousands and thousands of likes every week from new people coming along to every show and going play, so he gets a lot of natural
organic reach.
Organic flow on his Facebook. So
organic flow doesn't sound nice.
No, it doesn't.
That's poop.
That's just poop. Anyway, so that I was like, that's a really cool idea. We should probably that's something that people could really utilise, when you're doing a show, and say, find me on Facebook and do talk to me-ness while I turn my phone off silent.
There was a really strange rumble a second ago that I could hear. It was like coming through the floor while you were talking.
Oh, really?
I think it was just my loins, but it was like kind of like a sub frequency. And I was looking at you. You weren't reacting to it, and I was like, "Is this just me? Does that mean that I'm going to die?" I don't know what's happening now.
I didn't hear it. I just poker faced it. So.
Nice. Did you? So was it in a bar? This performance of this man.
Well, it's kind of like a food hall. There's a Bella Italia, Cafe Rouge.
Oh yeah.
An Indian place and some other restaurant, and then in this there's like a semicircular stage which are all like covered in rocks and made to look very sort of natural.
Nice.
And he was playing on there.
Cool. Did you get a chance to inquire as to how to get on there?
I asked a few people, yes, of course. I can't take a day off.
Of course not.
I've got a few leads that might sort of lead for something.
Get chart attack in there would really work.
Actually, when I was playing last weekend with the Mementos, we did a 60th birthday party, and one of the people came up to us afterwards, and she said she organised a lot of the New Year's events at Centre Parks, and took our details. So I think we might have already put a quote out for someone for a New Year's show.
Cool.
but it would be great if we could play Centre Parks because
it'd be nice, man.
they
just having
really
like
busy.
a venue that the name people know. So like if you're sitting there going, I'm playing New Year's at the Rat and Hat or something like this, and you're like, I don't know where that is. But if you say Centre Parks, people will be like, oh right, okay.
That's a reputable place.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that like the show's going to be better or the crowd's going to be better. It's just that initial that people know what you're talking about, so they'll trust it quicker. It's just a really annoying thing with branding where you've just got to like constantly keep reaching for those things that have already, been substantiated. Yeah, nice one. Well, any more musical happenings last week, sir?
Not overly. Friday night, what do Friday night? Went
overly
to the pub.
Musical.
Saturday.
You didn't just break into song with the boys at Manfest.
Had rehearsal with Oddball and Shifty Twins on Sunday.
What's the rehearsal for? Any particular gig? Or?
We got a gig on the 3rd of February, which is at the Kingfisher in Ipswich.
Oh, nice.
We practiced some new songs. We've got some awesome new tracks, which I can't wait to play in front of a crowd, because we've done...
do we get any scoop? Do we get an inside scoop of what they are?
No, I was tempted to record. We might even record the next gig, and we'll bring it to you.
How would you do that? Would you do it through your Behringer?
Through the Behringer, yeah.
What's the model of that again?
Behringer XR18.
XR18.
I was chatting with Polly Haynes about it last night.
Oh, you did? Sorry, yeah, I breezed past you were talking to Polly Haynes.
Yeah, how dare you?
Sorry, Polly.
Most of our conversations before the show is, I did this, but I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
And because she's looking at getting a recording desk system. And,
she put up a post about it, and I was actually recommending my PreSonus, the
yes,
Studio
because they're
Live
really
thing,
good for that.
which is great. But the problem is the tech's starting to get a bit outdated because I'm hoping to use that for the album, but it's Firewire out. And my Mac has Thunderbolt, and so most Macs now have Thunderbolt input rather than Firewire. So that's the one downside I said to her. But the preamps are great for it, Well, 1602 we use, not the 1642, because we don't have as many auxes.
Yeah, awkward.
Faithful auxes.
She was looking at getting something. I said Behringer XR18 is great. I said I don't know if you're looking for continuous use or to use for a particular event, but if it's for a particular event, I'm happy to sort of work something out where you can use mine, because I want to get more recording done. I want to do more on location live stuff, work with film companies and push sort of that kind of thing. So to work with Pink Shed and with Polly and with Tom would be great. She did say she's looking...
Pink Shed are doing a lot more photography now as well. They've got this sort of new deal on, so if anybody's listening and needs some photography, Pink Shed, hit them up.
Snap them up. Hey!
So, it might be the first pun on IO Radio in 2018.
Woo!
There we go.
Oh, fist bumps. That's my thing, just a fist bump at the moment.
Yes. Good.
But she said she's looking for something for constant use, and I said, well, I recommend this personally. I think it's great, and suggested that she either comes to one of my shows to see it in action. So she's hoping to come along to a gig that I've got with Chart Attack on 9th of February at Duke of York.
Cool.
I was about to call it Dukes of Hazzard then.
Is it the Grand Old Duke of York or the Duke of York?
I just call it the Duke of York, but I think it is the Grand Old Duke of York.
Yeah, the one on Woodbridge Road.
That's the one. Yeah.
The one in Rudbridge is the Duke of York.
Oh, okay.
Rudwidge.
Okay, that's complicated. I did not know there were multiple.
Woodwidge.
Yes, the Grand Old Duke of York.
That's the one that used to be the Seal.
Right.
And in the Seal, and
yes.
It's crazy because you go past the Seal. Anybody that's listening to this, go past the Seal. Some people may know this, obviously, but that is an old building, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
It used to be a car sales place, new car lot with I think it was like Mercedes or like BMW or something like this. They leveled it and built a pub that looks old.
Well, it looks apart,
right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice.
I was like, that's probably way more effort to make something look bad. I mean, it looks nice, but I mean, as in it's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Than it is to make something look good.
That's mad.
Fact for the day there, Harley. Local facts. Who's got them? I have.
New jingle.
No, because that's the only local fact I know. We can't make that a section.
We're going to have 100 jingles and use one every 4 months.
Exactly. Just like this one.
Harley
Manfest.
Well done, buddy.
Ooh. Yeah. Nice one, mate. What did I do? I ruined that song. That's what I did.
Yeah, a bit.
I did. Yeah, that was White Gloves by Krang. Absolutely lovely. If you want to check out their album, The Universe Smiles Upon You, yeah, you won't be sorry. It's lots of nice instrumental grooves, all about the vibes. But yeah, crikey, I don't know where to start at the moment, Harley. It's a really, really busy time.
Is it?
For me at the moment. I've got the Kickstarter campaign going on.
How's that going? Where are we at with that?
We are at 35%
Nice.
funded.
How long have you got left on that?
We've got 26 days left.
Okay, so people really need to just get on it.
Share it. All I want is for people to share it around and just because we've had a 60-day campaign, we're halfway through, and it's 34%. There's Kickstarter say that most pledge campaigns and stuff like this, they all kind of have a lull in the middle, and it's kind of at the beginning and the end where you have the big pushes. So if anybody else has got a campaign going on at the moment and you're having the same thing where you're like, oh, this is starting to really slowly tick away, it's normal. Let's see if that goes through. But so the way that I've been doing this is I am recording everybody during this January because, as you know, Harley, January is a very slow month for musicians. We're either teaching or twiddling our thumbs. That's kind of it, because people aren't booking gigs around this time of year. So I'm thinking, right, okay, so that means that more musicians are going to be more available. So I have managed to get some fantastic people on this record.
Nice.
First up came with James Hicks up in Canterbury. I went all the way down to the CoCo and the Butterfields HQ.
Nice.
They've just revamped their loft into this beautiful studio with bass straps everywhere. It's got this really tight low end that you just
Was this all designed by Hicks? Was this his kind of doing? Because he's really, really good at that and he's passionate.
He's all sciencey.
Yeah,
he's all sciencey with sound. So we kind of we had. So this lovely kit that was just a proper patchwork kit. If you look up on my Facebook, or on the Kickstarter, you'll see the kit that was used.
Kickstarter.
Nice.
Puns.
So puns for 2018. 2K18 puns. We've got, so on the kick was a 22-inch like John Bonham style Pearl Export dark green thing, right? The snare was this nice sort of silver. I think that was a Pearl Export as well, quite a deep pangy sounding thing, because I quite like the Motowny sounding drums. So that one was great for that. And the toms, crikey, are they like pro percussion plus? I can never remember what they're called. There's like a red P is their logo. You've stocked them before. I've
Percussion
seen them.
Pro?
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah.
And we had a white one for the rack tom and an orange one for the floor tom, so it's just completely mismatched.
The orange ones do sound deeper.
Oh, of course, yes. Hey, quick fact to you here. What came first, the colour orange or an orange?
An orange.
False. That was a horrible question. Actually, the tree came first. The orange tree.
Right.
And it was called orange before they even knew what the fruits came off it were, or the colour. So there we go. Factoids on Radio 2. Anyway, so yeah, we had Istanbul Exists symbols around it, which was really lovely. We had 15 channels recording this drum kit in this room. We had 2 ribbon mics right above him for overheads.
Good, yeah, that'd be nice for that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. We had.
Do you know what ribbon mics they were?
No, I can't remember. They were circular heads with little cylindrical bodies. They were really cool. They looked like
fat heads, perhaps.
Yeah, I think that's what James called them. Actually,
cadence.
Yeah, probably that. Then.
Yeah, they're really nice.
So we had 4 of those in that room, and then another 4. I think so. We had his Audix kick drum mic.
D6.
This that's it. The sort of silver-looking pencil-style 70s mic,
Yeah.
You said it was like about $1,000 of a mic, just sitting there, just outside of the kick drum to sort of catch a bit more of that bass. We had snare top and snare bottom on 57s.
Yep.
We had a 57 on the hi-hat, which I don't think James even used.
Me and James had this conversation actually about hi-hat. Like, you always record a hi-hat mic and very rarely use it because overheads pick them up. They're always too loud.
Yeah, that's it. But it was great sound for a 57. I mean, I make that sound like, 57's a bad mic, but it's just so run-of-the-mill. You see them all the time.
You wouldn't expect it on a cymbal.
No.
Dynamic mics don't have the top end that you'd expect a cymbal to be used on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I when you said that, I was like, oh, that's surprising. I might have to try that next time.
It worked really nice. So we had an Audix on the rack tom and an Audix on the floor tom. I'm not sure what numbers they were. And then we had 2 ribbon mics.
Yes.
In the middle of the room. I can't remember what that's called. Is that called a parallel?
off axis.
Off axis. There we go.
90 degrees from each other.
Yeah.
So pointing diagonally left and diagonally right.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to explain.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I got you. We're looking like an X.
Yes.
So then we've also had a 258s, beta 58s, in the facing the floor at the back of the room. So really picking up everything that was coming through the floorboards. And then another 2 ribbon mics facing the wall of the mixing room, where there was this big wooden beam across the top, which you pretty much mic'd up the beam as it was kind of reverberating with the drum sound. Just sounded fat. Like if you open, if you listen to it in headphones, because there were so many mics there, you just felt like you were in the room. You get this. I mean, we were mixing it down in mono, but if it's in stereo, then you would just feel like you're just right in the middle of the room. You could have taken a convolution from that place,
No.
with the amount of mics that we had. But yes, what's that?
Can I?
Yeah, you might probably could. But yeah, so it sounds absolutely fantastic. He's hopefully mixing them down and sending them to Murray, who's mixing the record today. And then, so what else have I recorded? Rich has been recording keys parts. Yeah. So there's organ parts. There's some little honky tonk piano parts. Yes, there's just like kidneys. A whole spleen on the record. Yeah. Then we've got, what does the spleen do? I don't know. So it makes bile. I think. It's about it. I think that's about it. God, what layabout? So yeah, we've got the keys have been sent over, and tonight I am recording Ashton Jones and Aaron O'Connor, his percussion player, playing some percussion for this one song that I've got called She's Dangerous, and another one called Dead Ringer, which just need lots of sort of Latin style congas, bongos, timpalis, cabasas kind of things. Wow, nice. So yeah, that's going to sound absolutely huge.
You've got an all-star cast on this.
Really do. Yesterday I was recording James Symington on the trumpet and Hannah Hinchliffe on the baritone saxophone. Yeah. 2 songs, actually 3 songs. There was one which was Dead Ringer. What are you doing with your head? You have a strange head.
It went really wrong. I went to move my headphones and I think I nearly strangled
yourself. Because he's so little. I'm sorry. No.
We'll cut that bit out.
I'm sorry. So James Symington and Hannah Hinchliffe were playing. James was playing trumpet on Dead Ringer and also on another one called Let's Take a Stroll. And Hannah was playing baritone on Let's Take a Stroll and also on another track called Break On Through. So yeah, Hannah was also on Hot Tramp's record.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
So she was playing baritone on that. So I think that was Up on Cloud 9, I believe was the track that she was on. Anyway, so that's them. And then I've got Murray recording bass. I'm recording some more guitar at home. I've got 3 fantastic singers coming to do some backing vocals with me. Yeah. I have Vanya.
Nice.
From Motherfunker and Hairspray fame.
Of course, Hairspray.
Of course, from the Apex in Bury. I've got Meg Burrows, whose album is out now. You should check that out. It's fantastic. Yes. We've kind of been involved in it in sort of small forms, and and just can't say how much of a good album it is with words. Just listen to it. And also the phenomenal Bessie Turner is going to be doing some vocals on it as well. So of Bessie Turner of Don't Try Records
of Grapevine
cover, yes,
Grapevine cover photos.
This month's Grapevine cover star. I'm trying to get these people on my record before they all blow up, and then I can be like, they were on my record, man.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. But this sort of leads me on to a talking point I'd like, Harley. I'd like to talk about, or we could do it through the medium of song. Okay. But yeah, so I've been lucky enough that when I've been asking people to play on the record, I'm sort of sitting there going, okay, it's £20 an hour across the board. No matter what we are to each other, I'm paying you £20 an hour, right? Yeah. So just make sure it's fair for everybody. I'm lucky enough that loads of people are sitting there going, I'll play for free, it's fine. I mean, this is just fun. And I'm not letting people play for free. I'm messing myself up a bit, but I want to practice what I preach here, because we are constantly saying on the radio every single week, it is hard to make a way as a musician. Boo-hoo. But if we're going to be saying that, then we've got to make sure that people get paid a proper wage.
It's got to work both ways.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm very proud of the fact that there's nobody going to be messed about by this recording, and I really want everybody to be proud of the record once it's out there.
If nothing more comes of it, you've given some very deserving musicians some work, and also giving them a stage to sort of show other people what they can do as well.
I mean, Hannah was saying it's going to be nice for there to be an example of her playing that will be available on iTunes and on Spotify and stuff. So if somebody sits there and goes, "Are you any good?" You'd be like, "Well, listen to this." And trust me, the solos she did on "Let's Take a Stroll," they are mean. This song is about a gangster, right? This is kind of like a Godfather story.
All right.
And got James playing some muted trumpet. Wow. And you got Hannah at the baritone saxophone, like.
I need to hear this.
It's evil, man. It's evil. But yeah. Anyway, so on that subject, mates rates.
Mates rates.
How do you feel about mates rates as a musician, Harley?
I think that's a. Oh yeah, you put me on the spot here. I think, mate, that is a whole world of. I think either way, you've got to kind of stick to guns about it. You can say, sorry, I can't do mates rates ever, or you can always do mates rates. The problem is with music is you make friends with a lot of people, and then you don't want to be like, well, I can't do a better deal for you because you're not as good a friend to me as someone else.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes quantifying or qualitizing your friendship with people, which is something that you just really can't measure, can it?
I'm in the ilk of happy to do mates rates for people. If you were to ask me to play on your album, I would have been one of the guys that would said,
I'll do it for free.
Yeah,
I wouldn't let you do it, but it's nice of you to say it.
Yeah, it's just because I want to be part of stuff. For me at the moment, like I say, I want to do more recording. I'm offering very cheap rates to record bands and record artists. Do it at the moment.
If they're your mates.
Yeah, if they're mates and stuff, but because it's helping me get out there.
Little guinea pigs.
And if I'm going to be doing these sort of crazy good deals for people, I'd rather do it for people I know are going to appreciate it, and the fact that you know who you're doing it for.
Exactly. I think
where do you stand on that?
Well, I definitely do mates rates. I
know this.
For example, like when we played for Nikki's party, and there's so many people as weddings that I've played. I mean, if you listen to this and you're a friend of mine, and I've played for you at your wedding, just know that I've discounted you. I'll never sort of say how much, because other people will sit there and say, oh, that's too much, and they'll feel guilty, or then they'll be like, well, that's not enough, and then I'll be like, are you a friend then? Because therein lies the problem. If you're asking for mates rates, this person does it for a job. Yeah. Are you a good mate?
In what sense?
I mean, if you sit there and know that this is their only income, and you're asking people to discount for you, depending on how much, I think you've got to really think about this in terms of what have you done for that person. Like there's some people that will come out of the woodwork, and I haven't seen them for 4 or 5 years, and they'll be sitting there going, oh, we'd love to play you to play at my wedding. Can you give us a discount? I'm like, dude, I haven't spoken to you for 5 years. It's the first time that I've actually seen you interact with anything that I've been doing. Why should I?
I find it's a particularly awkward thing when people ask me, because if I say, I often will say, there's friends that I've done weddings for, and I said that I'd do it for free or do it for a cheap rate, but I know you, but the rest of the band don't, so I need to pay for the band. Because
that's the same thing. It's all
well and good me going, I'll do it for half price, but why should they have to earn half as much for some guy they don't know?
They don't know. That's always my thing as well. But I don't know. I sit there and say we're moaning about this, but like in terms of an industry, we do get hit hard as musicians. However, think about, I don't know, electricians, mechanics and plumbers. How often do you reckon they're sitting there going, oh, you can fix my car for nothing, can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had that, somebody has done that for me before. They'll just fix the car, fix my van, which is a hassle, and I'll just be like, just give me 20 quid. And I'll always give them more than that, but I'm like, wow. Like, I worry about people earning enough money.
And you'll appreciate this as a musician. My next door neighbour, Nikki's next door neighbour, Trevor.
Right.
He's a mechanic, and he used to live out in Germany. and had his own mechanic workshop.
A British mechanic in Germany.
Yes.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, he was. He did quite well over there, as far as I'm aware. He was
I'm sure.
he was in the army, so he moved over there.
Yeah.
Left the army, stayed in Germany, and but he did some work on some guy's car. And he said, "I haven't got any money. I can't afford to pay you. Do you want this bass?" And Trevor,
Nice.
being a musician, went, "Yeah, it's probably worth a couple £100. Yeah."
Yeah.
1973 Rickenbacker.
Oh
bass.
my god.
He asked me, "What do you think that's worth?" I was like,
Like 6-7 grand or something at least, right?
I think I priced it roughly around the 3.5.
Yeah.
But he was like,
Well, that just shows how much I would pay for that, you know?
Yeah.
If I had 6 grand.
yeah. I was just like, man, I mean, it played really, it was a perfect condition. Sometimes you get these old basses and
Yeah.
they don't play well. This was not the case.
I do not like the sound of those
No.
things, though. But just Lemmy.
Exactly.
Lemmy, right?
Yeah. They're great studio
I think Jack
basses.
Bruce had one as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just
Linus of
these
Hollywood.
iconic things. Was that?
Linus of Hollywood, Paul Gilbert.
There we go. I would just basically sort of like to wrap this little section up with just like thanks everybody for going on the Kickstarter, the Lockerbillies Kickstarter. If you get a chance to share this amongst people and etc., I would be very, very grateful, as it's going to be such a great album. It's only really starting to hit home just how great these songs are sounding.
Can I come round after Rock Project and listen to it?
Yes.
I
Yes,
will
you
see
can.
you tonight.
Yes, there we go. Let's have a little listen here. I would like to give a massive shout out to our friends Joel and Jay, Joel just walked past the studio a second ago.
Is that who you're waving to?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was more of like a shibby dude. Where's my car? Kind of thumb and little finger thing. So yeah, this. If you watched the new series of Black Mirror,
I haven't. No.
the first episode. If anybody here has watched the first episode, Callister, you will love this track. This is called "Up to Mars" by Druids. They're doing a video on it that's like old school sci-fi Star Trek.
Oh, is this an exclusive listen?
They've actually already had this play on BBC Suffolk.
Okay.
However,
This is the first, legitimately.
this is our first IO radio play.
First legitimate radio station.
Of course.
That's
Maybe first internet radio station. So let's and also this is being released 20th of January, so it's not even out yet. Make sure that you keep your ears peeled for this. This is called "Up to Mars" by Druids. Nice.
that was fat.
That was very cool, right? That was actually produced here at Punch Studios.
Was that with Ollie?
Yes, it
Ollie
is.
Dow?
Ollie Dow's, exactly. Ollie Dow, and but it was recorded at Nelton City Studios.
Right.
So, anyway, they have a release gig with the washing machine thing. So that's going to be at the Hunter Club. That's coming up very soon. That's the 20th of January. So the same date as the release of their digital download. It's going to be on, Google Play, iTunes,
Where
Apple
is the
Music,
Hunter
all that
Club?
stuff. In Bury St Edmunds.
Bury St Edmunds. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, that'll be amazing. There's going to be a CD available at the gig as well. So if you can get there on the 20th of January, that's going to be a cool gig. They actually are playing with some other people on that gig as well. Stealing Signs, Glitter Shop, ITG Grouts. That's what they're called, I believe. So that's starting. It says Saturday at 6 o'clock, but
Nice.
I doubt that it's going to be starting that early.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, get
I-
down to that.
That's I had a point to say and I forgot.
Oh, you can tell we're fresh back to this.
Oh yeah, we had too long off.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got no gigs coming up to promote.
Yeah.
I've just basically this whole month is basically me going all go on album stuff. Like tomorrow, I've got meetings. On Wednesday, I've got Rock Project going on.
Yes.
Same as Thursday as well. But also Thursday, I'm doing an interview with Felixstowe Magazine.
Nice.
Tonight.
Back to your roots.
Yeah, is it exactly? Tonight I'm doing a bit of recording with Ashton Jones and Aaron on doing some percussion. I'm also doing a radio interview with Felixstowe Radio.
Nice.
Which is going to be fun. Then I'm also doing horns this Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Hopefully going to be doing that at Planet Music. Then I'm also actually I'm getting involved with Star East. They're very good at funding new creative industries. There's not just music centric. It's kind of basically if you're looking to start a film project, a theatre project, illustration, painting, anything creative, which arguably is everything. But you can be creative as an accountant. Why can't you be creative as an accountant? Anyway, if you are looking to form a new business enterprise in the creative industries, get down to Start East. You can find them online. I've shared their stuff, so you can check that out. That's on the Facebooks.
Nice.
What you got going on this week, Harley?
Nothing.
No.
Well, I'm preparing to go on a holiday again.
Go on holiday again?
Yeah.
Are you really a musician?
You're
You're the same as Rich. Rich, our keyboard player, is like, yeah, I'm off on holiday again. I'm like, how are you doing this?
It's January. I've got to
go on holiday. Going to the beach. I am Harley.
I don't think. Well.
That's gonna be
that's
gonna be
my
holiday
thing.
jams.
Every time I've got a week off. So you got a week to find someone to cover for me.
Great. Hopefully this time they didn't pull out.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah.
So I think maybe there are some stuff happenings this weekend. The Last Gunfighter this Saturday is doesn't say where.
Actually, we've got to
Grand
say
Central.
Well done to Rob because he had his first Icebreakers session yesterday.
Yes, I wish
his
we could
open
make
mic night for the younger generation,
and that looked like it was really good turnout.
Yeah, it did. It did look really good, actually, didn't it? And and it's it's great for a lot of those kids at the Rock Project that are getting a chance to play in front of their peers at the Rock Project, but not in front of the public.
Yeah.
So the Sunday's great for that. I mean, that's something that I think the Rock Project's had a really great knock-on effect as people are noticing that there needs to be more community-based learning
100%.
for music, and especially for the younger generation, because there are things that we've moaned about before where we don't see enough kids putting on their own gigs in village halls and stuff like this anymore. And
but there's less. I think there are less opportunities for that. Health and safety.
That's true. Yeah.
But I think with stuff like the Rock Project up and coming around here and becoming a driving force for young music, it's becoming even better for kids to sort of get into that.
Exactly, and especially with something having somebody like the Rock Project backing a band that's looking to book a village hall, then it's kind of like that thing of, oh right, so they've gone through the Rock Project. They're legit, It's not just like a bunch of kids that are just, going to start shooting up heroin in the village hall.
Yeah, no, it's I'm looking forward to the future of the Rock Project. We've got some promotional videos on the way that we filmed bits for.
Yeah, we did.
So
it was a lot of fun, just trying to make each other laugh.
Yes,
when
we
we're
did
trying
some interviews with the teachers and trying not to make each other, or trying to make each other
laugh,
fail miserably in answering the simplest of questions.
Exactly. Luckily, we have the experience of doing this show live every week, where we're constantly trying to make each other laugh, and neither of us are very funny, so it's fine. I'm laughing at the fact that I can't make you laugh.
As we've got a little while, I want to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. You gave some New Year's resolutions for this year, and how are they going? What were they?
I can't remember, mate.
I can't remember. You would. Well, you said you wanted to record an album, so I guess you're doing that.
Yeah, doing that, man. Yeah, I think one of my New Year's resolutions was to make my Mondays more Mondays, more Monday-ish, right? Because I've been too often being like, it's Monday. Oh, but I don't have an office job, so I don't have to get up and go to work.
Well,
these days, man, I'm so rushed. I've got so much crammed in. I'm teaching, I'm recording, I'm doing the show, and in the mornings I'm setting up, what kind of music we're going to be listening to, and meetings for the rest of the week. So it's just kind of like trying to hit the week running.
Yeah.
And, if you are a full-time musician, you're very used to the fact of the weekends are really your weekdays, and your weekdays are just kind of left with, right, okay, I've not got a gig tonight, so what am I doing during the day? So I'm just trying to fill those weekdays up with productivity,
That's it.
Yeah.
I had an evening off before I went on holiday. I'd been rushed all the week. I think I'd been working on the van during the day, and I got back about 4 o'clock, and I went, I'm just going to play PlayStation. Because I felt like I needed just some time of doing nothing. And then I was like, okay, cool. And I did that for the evening, and it got to sort of what would normally be bedtime for most people, and I was like, you know what? I want to do some work.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at 11 o'clock decided that I was going to do some writing. And that's part of my New Year's resolution, as I want to do more writing.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Nice.
So I don't
That's
know
a great idea.
how I'm going to do that. I don't know in what direction that will take
It'll
me.
just
But
come to you. I mean, like this album has come to me over 3 years. You know, well,
Yeah.
it was 2 years since my last EP, but there were some offshoots from that EP that kind of made their way onto this album. And but most of like me laying down those tracks and getting them in shape took about sort of a month because I'd just be going through my voice memos on my phone. And just sort of being like, right, okay, let's actually put that down so other people can listen to it without it be me just going, so it goes to C here and then it goes to D. Oh, I messed that bit up. Oh no.
I find when you're writing stuff, like there's a fine line because you go. I used to go for high production when writing, which meant that I'd spend ages on a
just
drum
on a
kit.
compressor instead of
Yeah.
you know, really thinking
I'm
about
just
how the
writing
chords
the
work.
drums in and whatever.
Yeah.
When I was on holiday, I did some writing. Well, not original song. I was working on an arrangement of a song that I'm wanting to do a collab on, just for a YouTube video later on down the line. And I literally just put a drum beat, boom, kit, boom, kit, boom, kit,
Foot on the floor.
and then
Easy.
just put everything around the top. I literally had an acoustic guitar, DI in, bass that was buzzing to hell.
Nice.
On and
Doesn't matter.
but I built the song up through there and had 2 or
Exactly.
3 layers of guitar, single bass
Just get
track,
it done.
and yeah, no distractions, no excuses.
Exactly.
And because of the system I was using was so basic, I couldn't have lots of tracks. So yeah, no, it was good to sort of learn to sort of be less what's the word, picky with the way I wrote a song.
Good.
Yeah. So that's what I want to do more this year, and you've kind of inspired me to do more writing because you're writing, and it's kind of like I haven't been part of an original music circle for a while, and now it's kind of I'm surrounding myself with more original artists in all things. So
again, just things that are going to end up like, you know, influence you.
exactly.
Cool. Right. Well, we've got to get some plugging going on. Get some people going out to some shows. Is that plugging? Was that unplugging? I can't remember.
I was unplugging, but
That was
you know.
unplugging. Right, cool. So we got tonight, as always, the Monday Night Mayhem at St. Jude's. If you want to like your metal and rock, get down there. That's tonight, the 15th of January. Nothing going on that I can see on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday the 18th, we've got the whole shebang open mic night at John Peel Centre in Stowmarket.
Nice.
So I've never been to an open mic night at the John Peel Centre, so I'm expecting that's pretty fun.
Sweet.
So if you're about for that, Friday. The open mic night is Thursday, 18th of January.
Okay. Yeah.
Then Friday, 19th of January, we've got Albion Mills, which I really want to see again. They're so good. At the Pickerel Inn in Stowmarket. So that starts at 9 apparently. You got something you wanted to say there?
I've got on here another Friday, 19th of January, Shoot the Glass at Mannings.
Oh yeah. I've not seen or heard them.
No, I know. I think I know Michael Gorridge, who is the drummer. He's played with Space Rocks over last year.
Nice. Good drummer.
Very good drummer, very solid, very 80s setup, like toms at big angles and stuff. But
gated reverb.
You looked at it and it looks horrible, and then he hits it and it all sounds perfect. And you're like,
great.
okay, that's
fantastic.
He's not about making it look shiny and
no, exactly.
But very good drummer.
So that's so what was that, the 19th? You say
that's the 19th. Should we go on to the Saturday?
In Ipswich, is that Mannings?
Mannings,
that's
Ipswich.
The one,
Yep.
So we've got Saturday, which we've already said before. We've got Druids, Stealing Signs, Glitter Shop, ITG Grout at the Hunter Club. Druids are dropping their new single, which you just listened to today. So check that out. You got something going on?
I'd say I've already mentioned Last Gunfighter going to be performing at the Grand Central Cafe, supported by Aid and Rich. Now, Rich is one of my bass students for the Adult Rock Project.
Lovely.
And Aid is the singer, one of the singing students. So it's good to see them doing some really shows. Cool. Rob always has a support for his acoustic shows and always gets some of the students doing something, which is awesome.
Let's there's not enough people doing that, so well done, Rob. I know there's something going on at the Queen Street Brew House. There's the Vaporizers, Woodmans and Magic Seas. That's at 8 o'clock. And also in Felixstowe, we've got Hurricane Alley.
Oh yes.
Playing at Dexter's. So
nice.
if you're up for just dynamic vocalist
Now,
and big rock tunes.
It'll be interesting with them because they get a big following.
Yeah.
And Dexter's is not
Very
a big
small.
pub.
That's going to be a proper party.
That'll be a steamy night.
Now Sunday is something I'm hoping very much to go see. Nolan Wiltz and Homebrew,
Sweet,
Mark
yes.
Stewart, are playing on Sunday at 3:00 at the Blacksall Ship.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm hoping because they've got a kind of regular slot there. They love them down there, and that'll be a really good show. So I'm hoping to make it down there. But I know I'm going to be doing some recording, so that'll be my little treat if I can do it. I can go and
get there. Cool. I've also got Hogs at the Shamrock. I'm assuming that is the Colourblind Hedgehog. So it is. So another gig for Rob. Shamrock's
busy old boy, isn't he?
On the corner near Wahoo, near Sainsbury's.
That's the one, yes. Where was it? Oh, what was it? Ollie's used to be.
Yeah,
the cocktail bar.
That's it.
Opposite Casper's.
Be interesting to see what if they keep music up there.
Well, they got Fanny all the time there, isn't he?
Oh yes, of course. As in that's Fanny Adams. That wasn't like.
Oh man. Okay, no, I was thinking Fanny Mae. That's Fanny Adams. Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. I want to just quickly do something a bit cheeky. Is all right. I want to just quickly play the demo from my album. It's only 2 minutes long.
Yeah, okay.
So you've got plenty of time to play another track at the end of this. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been played on Radio Suffolk, but this is the only other time this has been played. Actually, it was actually on BBC Introducing on Saturday, which I was very, very grateful for. This song is just about what I was talking about being unproductive and hating yourself for it. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. This is JS and the Lockerbillies with I Don't Care.
Woke up this morning, thought I had nothing to do. Found out I had plenty to attend to. Poured myself a coffee and I climbed back up the stairs. Put my face into the pillow and screamed, I don't care, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. My motivator can't be repaired. Staring at a spreadsheet and the cells are all blank. Taxman, he's coming, but I got nothing in the bank. I should find a way through to getting paid something fair, but I'm stuck here watching YouTube screaming, I don't care, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. No, I don't care. I don't care. My motivator can't be repaired. I don't care about my emails. I couldn't think of a better place anywhere than sitting in the house screaming, I don't care, I don't care. 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 My motivator can't be repaired. I don't care. No, I don't care.
Thanks very much. That's on SoundCloud. You get that for free download.
That's awesome. I love that. I've heard it a few times, but it's nice to hear. I mean, as a demo, it sounds great. I can't wait to hear it, the finished product.
No, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, well, that about wraps us up for this week, guys. Thank you very much. Make sure you share our page and you subscribe to us on YouTube. This will be going up on Thursday on Podbean also. Awesome.
I will finish off with a song I wanted to play. Nate Davenport, who I was talking about, went on holiday with, he was saying that he started playing with a new band called Miss Vincent, and he's very excited to be doing some work with them. And they said
he was also from Lower Lower.
No, this is Nate. So Nate is the old drummer for Flicker. No,
oh, great, yeah.
No, sorry, old bass player for Flicker. Jack was the drummer. It's weird because we're in a band
with so many bass players and drummers. You're all multi.
I was the only member of the band that wasn't a drummer because it was Rainer on guitar, Nate, who's a very good drummer, on bass, and couldn't play Flickr stuff. It was too fast. But it was, so he's really excited to be working with these guys, and we played some of the music, and it was just incredible. They got some new stuff on the way that they're working on. So
awesome.
So here's
What's this track called?
This is called The Lovers, and so there we go. I think we've just got a nice little big bye before we play this.
One bye before the weekends, is it?
Big one, small one. What do you think?
You go big, I go small.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Bye!
Can you hear me speaking slow? You tied my tongue long ago. Took a trip back in time and ground my teeth to the bone. Where we could have gone, we'll never know. Annabelle got taken above. The guys got jealous of our love. Said I prayed to bring her back, but Lucifer said no. So maybe I'll die too and then I'll go. Hope is a poisonous drug. So let's go get high and give up. So where do we go? You've got so many sins to atone. It's written deep beneath my bones. Can you hear me late at night? Living life on the edge of a night. Call me a pessimist, there's comfort down below. For everybody else can say I know. Hope is a poisonous drug. So let's go get high and give up. So where do we go? You've got so many sins to atone. It's written deep beneath our here I'm hopeless, left along the way, and every second draining me seems to went away. I tried so hard to be myself, but all I am is sad. No comfort in my misery. Need you back. So where do we go? You got so many sins to atone. So where do we go? You got so many sins to atone. It's written deep beneath our bones.
It's the Harley and Josh show on iRadio.